ensure that the setting out is done by someone who is qualified. This person will also ensure that all levels are taken. Don't forget that your building should be so placed so that it will drain outside. If it's not well placed, then when it rains, there may be retention of water, or if the road, the external road is higher than your building or your compound, then if there's overflow of water from the main road, it will spill over into your building. So that is why it is important that a professional should carry out this activity on site. So once the building is set out using the materials I've mentioned, it may also include a theodolite to get the alignment very correctly. It may also include surveyor's level, and other instruments may be used in setting out. Once the building has been set out properly, the next thing to do is to start your excavation or your digging. You dig to the required depth of the foundation. Such depth has been specified in the drawings that is used in the construction works. Since we assume that it is a shallow foundation, most shallow foundations start from 300 mm, that's 1 foot below the natural ground level, to around 1.2 meters, that's about 4 feet below the natural ground level. This is so that the vegetable soil, which is like from the natural ground level to like 300 mm, like 1 foot below that, should be removed. So whatever has been specified in your drawing, maybe 300 mm depth, maybe 600 mm, maybe 900 mm, maybe 1 meter, as the case may be, the foundation will be dug to the required depth. Once the trenches of the foundation is dug, the next step is to compact. So for the sake of this example, let us say you are using a pad foundation, or let's even say you are using a strip foundation. All these are shallow foundations. So once you have dug to the required depth of your foundation, the next thing you do is to ensure that the bottom of your trench is well compacted. However method you choose to do your compaction is left to the discretion of the building personnel. Ensure that it is well compacted. After the soil is well compacted at the bottom of your foundation, then you do a blinding. Many persons have argued that blinding has no structural significance. But the important thing is that it helps to achieve a level plane for your foundation. Some have chosen to use sharp sand to do their blinding. Sometimes they use a mortar, they use a sand and cement mixed, and some use weak concrete to do their blinding. So this blinding helps to ensure that the bottom of the foundation is level. After your blinding work, the next step is to place your DPM, your damp-proof membrane. As the name suggests, damp-proof membrane ensures that underground water or moisture does not infiltrate into your foundation. If it does, it can soak up and begin to notice wetness in your building. So at this point, you place your damp-proof membrane to seal up any inflow of water rising into your foundation. So after your damp-proof membrane has been placed, then you now place your foundation proper. Like I said, your foundation can be pad foundation, can be reinforced, or it can be of mass concrete, as the case may be. In some foundation works, you also use block work. So you lay your blocks. However, if your foundation works involve the use of block work, please do not use 4 inches or 6 inches block. It is suggested that you use 9 inches blocks. 9 inches blocks. and ensure that this block is filled solid with concrete. This enhances the strength of your foundation. So you have your filled block work in your foundation, or it could be your mass concrete, or it could be your reinforced concrete to the desired height. Once you have done this, then you backfill. You backfill the sides of your foundation, you backfill the inside of your foundation. However, please do not use vegetable soil in backfilling your foundation. We mentioned earlier on that vegetable soil is the depth of soil that starts from the natural ground level to around 1 foot or 300 mm. So this vegetable soil that you removed from your foundation before placing it, don't put it back in your foundation. Use imported aggregates that is supplied from elsewhere of appropriate size to fill your foundation. After filling, please ensure that it is well compacted again. This compaction is to remove the voids that is inside. If not, then there's tendency to be high level of settlement. And if settlement occurs and it exceeds a certain tolerable limit, then it can cause failure in foundations. So compact your imported filled material very well. After compaction, you can do your blinding again on this compacted soil, on this compacted material that you've imported for filling. And after the blinding, although some choose not to do blinding, but some choose not to use concrete, for the blinding, but just ensure that you have a level plane after backfilling. At this point also, you use your damp-proof course. Use your damp-proof course because you are filled with earth material or other aggregates. Having backfilled, this is prone to ground moisture. So in order to seal up the ground moisture from rising into your slab or to the superstructure, you need to put a damp-proof course at this point as well. So seal up with a damp-proof course, and after then you place your oversight concrete. The oversight concrete, that is your slab. And when I was much younger, very young, I used to know they call it German floor, but it's oversight concrete or your ground floor. So this your ground floor, or like I mentioned, could be of mass concrete. However, it is suggested or recommended that you use a welded wire mesh in your ground floor slab. The essence of using a welded wire mesh is to ensure that if there are structural cracks or if there are settlements as a result of ground movements, then your slab will not fail. Your slab will not fail. It will ensure strength and rigidity so that your slab will not fail. In part 2 of this video, we are going to examine the superstructure. So having done the oversight concrete, you are done, or you've completed the foundation works for your building. See you in part 2 of this video. Thank you.